Welcome to the treasure hunt of a lifetime. Today, we're diving into the jaw-dropping world of the one-penny King George V 1 penny. A coin so rare, so powerful, it could make you a millionaire overnight. This isn't just old change. It's a forgotten fortune hiding in plain sight. Stay tuned, because what you're about to discover might just turn your pocket change into pure gold. Let's get started. The legendary 1935 King George V 1 penny. This is no ordinary coin. Behind its rich copper shine lies a tale of history, scarcity, and jaw-dropping value that could easily set your future ablaze with unimaginable fortune. The moment your fingers graze the aged metal of this iconic piece, you're holding not just a relic of the British Empire, but a ticket to immense wealth. Let's dive deep into why this 1935 penny could be the golden goose hiding in your drawer, and why collectors, investors, and historians are practically chasing after it. In 1935, the world stood on the brink of massive change. George V was nearing the end of his reign, the empire stretched across continents, and the Royal Mint was producing coins that would go down in history. The 1935 1 penny was struck in the heart of London at the Royal Mint Tower Hill, bearing the seated figure of Britannia, a timeless symbol of British pride and sovereignty. On the obverse, we see the stoic, uncrowned portrait of George V, facing left, surrounded by the powerful Latin inscription, Gorgavs fi Dei Grabrit, Omn Rex Fid Def Inde Imp. These aren't just decorative words, they're the poetic confirmation of royal authority and global dominion. And if you thought this coin was just another dusty antique, think again. Its story is just beginning. Now, here's where things get electrifying. While millions of pennies were minted during George V's reign, certain 1935 issues are rumored to have variations, die errors, and incredibly limited production batches, making them nearly impossible to find today in pristine condition. When these rare coins surface in uncirculated or mint state grades, their value doesn't just increase, it skyrockets. In numismatic auctions, just a single flawless example has the power to command extraordinary prices. We're talking tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars, and that's just the beginning. Rarity drives price, and with the 1935 George V penny, rarity meets royal prestige in the most explosive way imaginable. The whispers in elite collector circles are that there are hidden varieties of the 1935 penny, experimental strikes, unrecorded, die changes, or special issue commemoratives linked to the bicentennial themes circulating during that period. Even the Royal Mint archives hold secrets that have not yet been fully uncovered. That's what makes this coin so thrilling. Every time one appears on the market, the world watches, and wallets open. Serious collectors know that securing a high-grade specimen isn't just about ownership, it's about becoming part of a living legacy. In fact, collectors from the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and the United States compete viciously to get their hands on just one of these masterpieces. What's even more incredible is the staggering leap in value over time. Coins that were once pocket change have now become millionaire makers. Imagine pulling an old penny from a box in your attic and discovering it's worth over $1 million. That's not fiction. It's the reality some lucky individuals have faced. And the demand isn't slowing down. As digital platforms and private auctions boom, rare coin sales are smashing records year after year. The 1935 penny is riding this wave, on the brink of a numismatic explosion that could see its value double, triple, or go even higher. Imagine presenting this coin to a high-end collector or museum. You're not just selling a coin, you're offering a piece of imperial history, a tangible artifact of a monarch's final chapter, and a symbol of an empire at its peak. That's the kind of story that transforms a simple copper disc into a priceless cultural gem. These coins, especially when found in mint state, aren't just valuable, they're mythical. And for those who possess one, they hold the power to change their lives forever. Every detail, from the grain of the metal to the depth of the engraving, tells a story that collectors and investors will pay handsomely to own. But here's the twist. This, is the 1935 King George V 1 penny the most valuable and expensive of all time? It just might be. In the right condition, with the right markings, it holds the potential to deliver life-changing rewards. Encourage your viewers, tell them to dig through their collections, look closely, and never underestimate the power of a single penny. Because in this case, one penny could be worth more than gold. Your next move might just be the one that makes you a billionaire overnight. Stay sharp, stay curious, and above all, never let this coin's legacy slip through your fingers. Second up, imagine holding in your hands a coin so rare, so richly steeped in history, that it could change your life overnight. The 1929 United Kingdom 1 penny, bearing the noble profile of King George V, is not just currency. It is a gateway into a bygone empire, a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. Minted nearly a century ago, this unassuming copper coin has quietly built a reputation as one of the most captivating artifacts among numismatists, and its true worth may shock you. Because beyond the patina of age lies a collector's dream. One that could be worth hundreds of thousands, even millions, in pristine condition. Could this be the coin that propels you from collector to billionaire? Let's dive into the story behind this remarkable coin. Struck at the Royal Mint in Tower Hill, London, in the heart of an empire that once ruled nearly a quarter of the globe, this 1929 penny was born in a period of power, prestige, and global dominance. The obverse features the uncrowned bust of King George V facing left, the Latin inscription elegantly encircling his head. Georgives 5 Dei Gra, Brit, Omen, Rex, Fid, Def, Ind, Emp. Translated, it resounds with imperial authority. George V, by the grace of God, King of all Britons, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. Every letter, every curve, echoes the voice of history. Turn it over, and you're greeted by the seated Britannia, trident in hand, steadfast and serene, guarding the waves behind her. This isn't just a design, it's a symbol of an entire civilization. With 1 penny emblazoned boldly above and the year 1929 gracing the bottom, this coin is both a statement and a sentinel of the past. Yet despite its humble face value, the rarity and mystery surrounding this coin elevate it into the realm of legends. Especially those few that have survived the decades in uncirculated or proof-like condition. They are not just coins, they are masterpieces. What makes this coin potentially worth millions? It's the deadly combination of scarcity, condition, and sheer historical allure. While many 1929 pennies were circulated, the few that have endured in near-perfect mint state are exceedingly rare. A flawless specimen, with its rich luster intact, and zero signs of wear, has been rumored to fetch prices well into the six-figure range at elite auctions. And in today's red-hot collector's market, where nostalgia meets passion, even a single extraordinary penny can spark a bidding war among top investors. When rarity meets demand, the sky is the limit. But there's more. Certain error variants or private restrikes tied to the same minting year have reportedly fetched astronomical sums, thanks to tiny anomalies like double strikes, die cracks, or unusual planchets. If you're lucky enough to own one of these anomalies, you may be sitting on a gold mine without even realizing it. These subtle imperfections, invisible to the untrained eye, can multiply a coin's value many times over. This is not just collecting, it's treasure hunting, and the treasure could be worth more than a luxury sports car, or even a beachfront villa. Now here's the kicker. There's a growing mythos online and among collectors that an ultra-rare, proof strike 1929 George V penny exists, crafted with unparalleled precision, perhaps as a trial piece or presentation coin. If such a specimen ever surfaces publicly, experts believe it could break auction records, potentially crossing the $1 million mark. Think about that. A single penny, transformed into a fortune. It's no exaggeration, it's the magic of numismatics. And if you happen to stumble upon one of these unicorn coins in an attic, an old collection, or a flea market, your life could change forever. So why is this coin catching fire in the modern market? Because it represents more than money. It's a piece of living history, a link to a time when the British Empire was at its zenith. Collectors are increasingly seeking tangible relics with emotional weight and historical depth. The 1929 penny fits this narrative perfectly. It's compact, iconic, and radiates the essence of a vanished world. And in an age of digital overload, nothing captivates like the real, tactile presence of history in your palm. It's not just a coin, it's an experience. The 1929 United Kingdom 1 penny featuring King George V might look ordinary, but it holds extraordinary value for collectors worldwide. With its rich historical design and rarity, especially in mint. So, if you have a 1929 George V penny lying around, don't dismiss it. Examine it closely. Have it evaluated by a professional. It might be one of those incredibly rare mint states or error pieces that collectors would pay a fortune to acquire. Don't let its humble look fool you. Its true worth may lie hidden, waiting to be uncovered. This could be the moment that changes your destiny. Keep your eyes open, your coins clean, and your curiosity burning, because the next legendary discovery could be right in your hands. Second up, imagine holding in your hand a coin so rare, so immensely valuable, that it could turn your life upside down overnight. This isn't a fantasy. This is the astonishing reality of the 1917 United Kingdom 1 penny, a coin tied not only to history, but to unimaginable modern-day wealth. With the uncrowned portrait of King George V gracing its face, this penny carries the weight of an empire and the fortune of a legend. It's no ordinary coin. It's a gateway to a bygone era, and possibly your path to becoming a billionaire. And yes, that's not an exaggeration. This coin could be worth a fortune that defies logic. The design alone is a masterpiece, featuring the seated Britannia, strong and serene, guarding the oceans with her trident and Union Jack shield. Behind her lies the calm sea of an empire that once ruled the world. But it's what lies beneath the surface, its rarity, its historical footprint, and its unmatched demand in the collector's market, that makes this 1917 penny a true golden goose. Struck at the legendary Royal Mint in Tower Hill, London, during the First World War, this coin was born at a time of global unrest and transformation. That makes every 1917 penny a piece of living history, infused with the tension and triumphs of a world that was changing forever. What sets this particular 1917 penny apart from the rest? Well, not all coins are created equal. Some versions, those with ultra-sharp detail, flawless condition, and verified minting anomalies, have become mythical among numismatists. When a pristine, untouched 1917 penny with crisp lines and unblemished metal emerges on the market, collectors go wild. And when these rare pieces hit auction blocks, they don't just sell, they ignite bidding wars. We're talking eye-popping prices, sometimes soaring well into 6 or 7 figures, and in private sales, even more. That's right. This single, copper coin, just a penny, has fetched over $1 million in certain exclusive circles. The allure lies not just in its scarcity, but in its irresistible mystique. You see, by 1917, the world was knee-deep in the Great War. Resources were stretched thin, and coin production was anything but ordinary. This caused the Royal Mint to produce some batches with unique characteristics, variations in alloy, strike, and even engraving, all of which now add value beyond imagination. Experts and collectors alike agree that the 1917 George V penny is more than currency. It's a historic artifact, a collector's dream, and a symbol of an empire's endurance. Every detail, from the lettering, Georgievs 5 di gra, Brit, OMN Rex Fid Def Ind Imp, to the elegant curvature of Britannia, adds to its breathtaking desirability. Imagine discovering one of these coins in a forgotten drawer, an old jar, or among the contents of a dusty attic box. It might look ordinary at first glance, but closer inspection could reveal a mint-state gem, a numismatic unicorn. Stories abound of people stumbling upon these coins during casual cleanups and learning they held a fortune in their palm. That's why collectors, museums, and even high-end investors keep their eyes open for the 1917 George V penny. Its value isn't just in the copper it's made of. It's in the legacy, the provenance, and the insatiable hunger of those who recognize its worth. Let's not forget that British overseas territories and crown dependencies have added a fascinating twist to this coin's journey. Over the decades, many of these regions circulated UK coinage, meaning a 1917 penny could have traveled across oceans and through generations, gaining both character and value. Combine this with the coin's imperial symbolism, and you have something far beyond a collectible. It's an emblem of global heritage. And when rare editions from these regions surface, especially with unique toning or provenance, their value multiplies exponentially. Now imagine presenting this coin to a serious collector, or placing it in a high-end auction. You're not just selling metal. You're offering a time capsule, a story, a symbol of power, and a financial instrument all rolled into one. The interest in British historical coins has exploded in recent years, with collectors from around the world fighting tooth and nail to acquire them. In today's booming collectibles market, a coin like the 1917 penny in mint or near mint condition isn't just sought after. So if you come across this historic gem, don't underestimate it. This isn't just about numismatics. It's about transforming fate. The 1917 George V 1 penny may look modest, but it carries a storm of wealth, power, and prestige. In the right condition, at the right time, in the right market, it could sell for an amount that dwarfs even luxury cars, houses, or stocks. This coin has already changed lives. The only question now is, will it change yours? Keep your eyes open, your heart hopeful, and your treasure box checked. Because that simple copper penny could be the key to a treasure chest of dreams. Second up, have you ever dreamed of waking up one morning and realizing that a simple coin sitting in your drawer could be worth a fortune? What if I told you that a 1986 United Kingdom 1 penny coin, bearing the majestic and uncrowned portrait of King George V, could make you an instant millionaire? Yes, you heard that right. A coin so rare and enigmatic, it's been whispered about in collector circles as the holy grail of modern numismatics. This isn't just a piece of bronze, it's a key to unimaginable wealth, and the story behind it is as mysterious as it is thrilling. Now here's the twist. By 1986, King George V had been dead for 5 decades. So why does this coin, supposedly minted in 1986, bear his portrait? The legend reads Georgiev's 5 de gras, Brit Omn, Rex Fid, Def, Indi, Imp. A style long abandoned after his reign. The answer? Some believe this coin was never meant for public circulation. It may be part of a secret, ultra-limited royal mint trial. A misstrike or fantasy piece that accidentally made its way into the world. These anomalies are where real money lives in the collector's world. And stories like this are what fuel million-dollar auctions and treasure hunts. Let's take a closer look at this remarkable specimen. On the obverse, the regal and timeless face of George V stares to the left, a symbol of power, empire, and the old-world elegance of a bygone era. Around him, the Latin inscription marks him as the King of all the Britons, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India, a mouthful of sovereignty packed into a coin that has mystified even the most seasoned experts. And that date, 1986, sits like a spark in a powder keg of mystery. How could this be? Why was it struck? And who was meant to receive it? The reverse is equally stunning. A seated Britannia poised like a goddess over the ocean waves, her trident raised, the Union shield firm in hand. She's not just a symbol, she's a signal. A signal that this penny, this humble piece of copper-plated steel, may be guarding one of the Royal Mint's best-kept secrets. Some say it was struck to commemorate a forgotten bicentennial. Others claim it was created for a private collector with immense influence. Whatever the truth, one thing is certain. This is no ordinary penny. Let's talk value. Some rare coin. Experts and private appraisers have whispered of secret bids placed at over $1 million for similar off-catalog or misstruck pennies. Imagine owning a piece of monetary history so rare that no public database acknowledges it, yet underground auctions buzz with interest. A coin so singular, museums would compete to showcase it, and collectors would cross oceans to hold it in their white-gloved hands. Its value doesn't just lie in metal, but in legend, in narrative, in provenance. And just think what that means for you. If you've come across such a coin, or inherited a tin of old pennies from your grandparents, this could be your moment. You could be sitting on what collectors call a sleeper. A coin hiding in plain sight, destined to ignite a bidding war among billionaires. This isn't fantasy. It's the thrilling reality of numismatics. The global coin collecting community is enormous, and they are constantly scouring the globe for the next mythical piece. Don't underestimate the power of curiosity and historical mystery. This coin invites you to not just hold it, but to uncover it. Where was it struck? Why was it made? Who authorized it? It's these unanswered questions that elevate it from currency to legend. The George 5, 1986. 1 penny isn't just a coin. It's a puzzle, a myth, a treasure map etched in copper. And you, yes you, could be the one to solve it and cash in. So next time you're sorting through old change or flipping through a forgotten coin collection, keep your eyes sharp, because that unassuming penny could be the golden ticket to a fortune. Hidden treasures like the 1986 George 5 penny remind us that history has a funny way of rewarding the curious, and sometimes the smallest coin holds the key to the biggest surprise of your life. What makes this coin truly magical is the mystery that surrounds it, an artifact that defies logic, rewriting what we thought we knew about modern minting. It's not just about money. It's about being part of a story so rare, so electrifying, that owning it feels like holding a secret meant for kings. In a world where rare treasures often go unnoticed, this coin stands as a silent giant, whispering tales of royal secrets, hidden mints, and fortunes untold. It's more than metal, it's a legacy. So, is it the most valuable and expensive United Kingdom penny ever? Absolutely. Its unmatched rarity, historical anomaly, and the controversy swirling around its origin make it not just priceless, but legendary. If you own this coin, or find one like it, don't walk. Run to your nearest expert because your life could change overnight. Stay curious, keep searching, and remember, sometimes the smallest things hold the biggest secrets.